News from further afield, and families of 5 prominent opposition leaders in Tunisia are condemning their arrest by Tunisian security forces. Among the 5 is Tunisia's main opposition leader, Rached Ghannouchi, who has been in custody for a month now, and Said Ferjani, former MP Ennhadda and a prominent figure in the longest, or rather largest, opposition party, who has been detained for 3 months. The family members of the detained today filed petitions at the African Court of Human and People's Rights in Arusha against the Tunisian government.
The daughters of Tunisian political prisoners Rached Ghannouchi and Said Ferjani say their fathers are victims of oppressive authoritarianism under President Kais Saied.
My father has been in prison now for 5 weeks. My mother has been able to visit him once. He is doing well at the moment, but we are worried about him, about his health.
81-year-old Rached Ghannouchi, Tunisia's main opposition leader, was arrested in his home in Tunis ahead of his trial on charges of plotting against state security. Ghannouchi was handed a 1-year prison sentence in a trial that took place in his absence.
100 police officers raided our family home and searched through the rooms, the belongings, the drawers, and took away personal papers, my father's personal diary, his phone, personal electronics, and took my father away with them for the fabricated charge of incitement.
Tunisian security forces arrested 68-year-old Said Ferjani, another prominent opposition figure, in February. He was detained in the capital, Tunis.
What he's told lawyers is that he's in a cell with over 120 people, in a cell with a capacity of around 60. They placed cameras in his cell after he joined. They have also placed violent criminals, mentally ill criminals, in his cell.
More than 20 activists, journalists and opposition figures have reportedly been arrested since February, sparking condemnation from the international community and human rights groups.
Father's in prison in a case he's not a suspect in, while they find evidence. I mean, there's no rule of law in that.
The relatives of the jailed Tunisian opposition figures today approached Africa's Human Rights Court as part of a global campaign for their immediate release.
The court has already ruled on a previous case to do with Tunisia, and it has called on Tunisia to repeal the president's illegal and unconstitutional decrees that violate the African Charter.
Now that the application has been submitted, the Tunisian government will have the right to reply.
Tunisian authorities are bound to comply with orders of the African Court. That's what they've signed up to as a matter of national law and international law. So it is to be hoped that they would fulfill the obligations. If they refuse to do so, then the court can refer the matter to the AU itself.
The applicants have urged the court to consider the matter immediately, and it is hoped that the cases will be addressed when the court resumes its sessions in June 2023. Lillian Muli, Citizen TV.